All right, so ruin parenting, will you?
I am. So here, I feel like ever since becoming a parent, I kind of got sold a bill of goods. People love to sugarcoat things, and I think it's because miserable people want other people to be miserable. So they're like, have a kid, you'll love it. And then you have a kid, and they're like, So, yes, there's a lot of beautiful things about being a parent, but there's also some things that you won't read in a book, and I feel like wasn't talked enough about, just so you can prepare. I like to be prepared. I don't like to be surprised. I like to know things. I want, when I go to a doctor's appointment, if something's going to be painful, tell me it's going to be painful. Don't sugarcoat it. I just want to know. So I have a list of things that have thrown me a little bit when it comes to being a parent. And the first one is the whole booger situation. So on the daily, my son picks his nose and has a booger on his finger that I have to remove.
Oh my God.
And it often happens when he's sitting in the back seat, in the car seat. So now I'm trying to drive, and I'm trying to get a napkin out of the center console and wipe said booger from his finger.
Oh, I can relate to this so hard. This is Max's favorite thing to do. Digging for gold. I got a big one, Mama. What? And then God forbid, so my daughter doesn't do this, and I discourage my son. If you don't have a napkin fast enough, you know where that booger's going. Across your shirt. He is an terrible little 3-year-old, awful human being. And I'm like, please stop. So, yes, I feel you on that one.
I told you I put a collage of those on my wall in my room when I was a kid. Yeah.
You had a booger wall.
Well, at least you were artistic.
You had a booger wall?
Yeah, my parents, they didn't really visit my room a lot. So it went on for weeks. And when they finally went in there, there must have been dozens on the wall.
Hell, man?
I don't know. I was 3 or 4 years old. Just wiping it on the wall.
Jimmy wipes it on the basket. We have a booger basket.
Yeah,
Booger basket.
Has he eaten them yet?
No.
Okay, we had one of those the other day, and Chad, my reaction, we shut that down.
Oh, excuse me. That made me burp. All right.
That was enough. We can stop there.
All right. The amount of underwear you go through and throw away. So potty training has been my least favorite thing so far in parenting, but I have not been prepared for the amount of skid marks and the amount of underwear that you have to sacrifice to the underwear gods, because one, they're cheap and ain't worth cleaning. Just throw them away. We have thrown away so much underwear.
Thomas the Train, man. He takes a lot of skid marks to the face.
Oh, my God.
For Jimmy, it's Paw Patrol. So poor Chase. Chase don't deserve that. No.
It's like they're wearing blindfolds.
Okay. Got it.
All right, the next thing that nobody warned me about, and this is when you're dealing with toddlers, is how particular they are and how much clarification you got to get before you do anything. So, for instance, when I'm making Jimmy his peanut butter toast, I have to ask him, do you want big pieces or little pieces? Because I cut it, all right? If I'm shredding cheese for him, is it going to be little shredder or is it going to be big shredder? When I am getting out of the car, I can't grab his stuff first. I have to pick him up and get him out of the car first and then get his stuff. Otherwise, he loses his mind. Don't give him the green fork. You got to give him the blue fork. No, I don't want that water bottle today. I want my underwater sea creature water bottle. They're so freaking particular.
Are all toddlers OCD?
I don't know.
I don't put up with any of that stuff, but it's easier said than done. I think there are some kids who you're like, yeah, no, that's not going to happen. And they're like, okay. And there are some that just dig your heels in and you got to pick your battles.
I should know the answer to that because I have 2 kids, but the truth of the matter is Stacy and I didn't listen to it. No, you're going to do it our way, man.
Well, so my thing is you got to pick and choose your battles, like Cassie said. So if I grab this stuff out of the car first before him, he has a meltdown. It's a whole tantrum, meltdown, crying, sobbing, and it's just not worth it.
He know what he want.
Oh my God. Then the other thing is nobody told me how often, and if you have a little boy and you do a short haircut, how often you have to cut their fingernails and how often you have to cut their hair. I feel like it is constant.
I'll go through that today.
How hard it is to get them in the shower or the tub. And then once they're in, how hard it is to get them out because now all of a sudden they're living their best life, putting potions together and they don't want to get out anymore. And then the last one, how much you love them with every ounce of your being, but you cannot wait for them to go to bed.
That is for sure.
And then once they go to bed, you sit there on your phone looking at pictures of them like you haven't been terrorized by them all day long. It makes no sense.
The Bert Show.